Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, they are really playing at a high level right now, going 8-1 over the last 9 games. Well, for Golden State, they certainly didn't struggle before Steve Kerr became head coach, but since his arrival, he has this team executing one of the most beautiful offenses in the league.
It reminds me a little bit of the triangle. What I mean by that, there's constant motions and cuts in this defensive system. You know, it's much more than just the Splash Brothers shooting up threes. These guys are a fun team to watch.
Yeah, you know, Steve, he did a great job of blending all the coaching styles that he's learned over the past years. He's played for some great coaches, and, you know, he's been fortunate enough to take a little bit from each of them and implement it, and it worked.
It turned into a championship in 2015 for Golden State. That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. It's Wednesday Night Basketball live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Take a look at the Warriors. This is a team in great mid-season form right now. A lot of things going right.
It's go time now. These are two teams whose rivalry goes way back, and anytime they renew it, the fans, as well as all that are involved, are going to be in for a treat.
I like that. Go time. That's a good way to put it. I mean, this will be a testy encounter between these two. The build-up to the game has been extremely intense. I think everybody's expecting some kind of volatility to erupt on the floor today.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. The shot by Kobe, no good.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
That drops.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's Hibbert. Barnes grabs the miss. First quarter, just over a minute.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. Let's talk about Klay Thompson, one of the best wings in the NBA. Might be the most complete shooting guard in the league. Most complete? What do you think?
I would have to say most complete. And, you know, what I really like about his game, especially playing next to Steph Curry, you know, when you play with a guy that has a little bit more, you tend to steal a little bit what they're doing. So, you know, his ball handling is definitely getting better. He can help with the playmaking duties. But what I love about this guy, he can score in a variety of ways.
His defense could be stifling at times, too. I mean,
he's a great two-way player.
He's a two-way player. But I don't know if I would give him the best two-guard yet in the NBA. But he's in the rearview mirror of anybody who considered that. And James Harden probably would be the guy over
Stop it. He's better than James. Cut it out.
I'll tell you, James Harden carries teams, and Klay Thompson is on a team to help
won a
carry.
championship.
That's help carried. That's all.
That is all. That's a good point. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. I been Steph Curry with the shot, been with the sauce, Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. 0 to 100 real quick, real quick, real quick.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports Broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
This is one of those games when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best rivalries we have in our league. And guys, this is the one you do not want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, a little chippy at the very least, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them.
Now Golden State's starting five. Barnes and Green are the forward set. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Bogut and at the pivot manning the middle.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Wasted no time on that one.
Harrison Barnes.
Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. The shot by Hibbert, nobody around, and the Lakers get it back. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Fires for three. Again, the miss by Williams. And so here is Golden State. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Pass to Hibbert. Good. And a nice assist for Williams.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Los Angeles is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Curry. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Kobe, the pass to Hibbert, lets it go from 11. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And Curry, here we go. Thompson from long range. Warriors the rebound. Barnes kicks to Curry. Another shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at us.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Williams for three, and the basket good. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
It's Curry with the drive. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert. Ryan Kelly comes in for Julius Randle. Nick Young's checked in for Kobe. And it's Russell in for Jordan Clarkson. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Iguodala in for Thompson.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No,
right,
my goodness.
Right. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Warriors leading by 3. And the layup is good. Rush has got his first 2 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Livingston. Here's Green. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
And he sinks the second. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Young. The kick out to Williams. Lets it go with the 3. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And here is Iguodala after Lou Williams was able to get the 3 to go.
Now, you're talking about a power surge. That's how you power that thing down.
He went hard to the hoop, Clark, and didn't disappoint when he got there.
Yeah, ain't no reason to be passive now. You have got to go in attack mode.
And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
Dishes to Spates. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Spates has got his second basket of the game. Young from outside, and he gets it to go.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Russell. Rush grabs the miss.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Warriors lead by 4. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective.
Well, you have to make adjustments. You try to figure out what you can and can't do, and you have to try to learn that pretty quickly and figure out how effective you can be. And so it's just about making adjustments.
Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of, Greg, adjustments? Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
And Greg, in that blowout loss that you were alluding to, it was the turnovers that really did them in. You can't give possessions away like that and expect to win.
Warriors leading by 4, and Golden State looking at who they've got. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bogut, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. Nice shot by Bogut.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead. And, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
The 3 from Bryant. Offensive rebound. Here's Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Here's Bogut. And it's Russell with the rebound. The Lakers trail. Here's Young. And he hits it to tie the game up. Young's got 9.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Jacks up a 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
That's good. Iguodala's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
LA has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Curry against Young. 3-pointer. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Lakers trail by 4. Hibbert dishes to Russell. On its way from Young for 2. Goes back up. And Hibbert with the nice inside bucket. Hibbert's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Andre Iguodala. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his first foul. Here's Thompson. He's coming off a 34-point game against New York.
Feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Young for 3. Again, Young missing.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And former Coach of the Year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Curry passes to Barnes. Kicks it to Thompson. Down low. And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist by Thompson. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And the Lakers call time here.
You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Randall's checked in for Bass. Ian Kelly comes in for Kobe. Lou Williams is checked in for Nick Young, and it's Clarkson in for Russell.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Greg, for Thompson, a hard-working defender. You were talking about it. Do you think Clark, his offensive style, frees him up to put more energy into defense?
Well, you know, it could be. I mean, he's extremely smooth. He's uber smooth in how he operates. He doesn't have to drive the lane and absorb a lot of contact to get his shot off, and he's quick and efficient with his offense. So that does leave him more energy for the defensive end.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Warriors leading by 3. Barbosa kicks to Green. Here's Rush. Hibbert pulls it in. LA has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. The shot by Williams, no good. Warriors have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. The rebound by the Lakers. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Really,
the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here is Livingston. 11 points for him in that last game against the Knicks in New York. And he gets the bucket.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Williams for 3. And it's Williams again missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Rush. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Warriors ahead of 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but In order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight. They showed great court vision and great ball movement. That's why they had so many assists. It's much easier to defend guys who don't want to pass the basketball.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
We watched a great quarter by Young. 12 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of it.
Warriors leading by 5. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Lakers right now, Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Williams is out there with Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 spot. Lakers on D. He got right to the cup using that screen. 6 points for Klay Thompson.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for 1 game, broke his right leg. 14 minutes in, and the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
And Kobe drops them both.
And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
Lakers trail by 5. Pulls up on the elbow, and he gets the bucket. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Curry kicks to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Golden State moving the ball around. And the dunk by Barnes.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That one off the back iron and out.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Randall with the bucket.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Green. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert. Young comes in for Lou Williams. And it's Russell in for Jordan Clarkson.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Lakers trail by 6.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Kobe. Good D by Thompson.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
And the transition defense now, guys, non-existent, invisible.
Yeah, 3 straight fast break buckets here. The D seems to be sleepwalking.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kelly's checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Spates is checked in. Russell against Curry to stop the run. Here's Bass. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
Here's Kelly, guarded by Curry. Outside, Russell. To the inside. Here's Bass. There's the pass to Kelly. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. 9th in scoring and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now. Scoring whenever they need him to.
Lou Williams is checked in for the Lakers. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Steph Curry.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bass. And these are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, showing you the top shooting teams in the league. That's the name of the game, putting the ball in the basket. Second, the Warriors.
They've been outstanding all season long at knocking down their shots. They move themselves. They're looking for the best shot, not just the first available shot. And as a result, they've been excellent knocking them down.
Lakers trail by 14. And here's Young. He's got 12. The second chance effort. Russell kicks to Young. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Young's got 15 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Green dishes to Barbosa, and good on the basket. Book it.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Pass to Kelly. The feed now to Young. Williams passes to Bass. Dishes it to Kelly. Poked loose. Rush with the steal. Fell through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. That'll be a 5-second call.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and sour.
On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Klay Thompson and Brandon Rush at the 2 and 3. Hogan out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
They set the pick. Bogut with a screen on Williams. Passes it to Livingston. And stolen by Hibbert. Lakers trail by 10. Rush with the steal. Here is Livingston. There's the dish to Rush. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 4 assists now tonight. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And, Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. Oh, I love that dish down low.
Timeout called the Warriors. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Thanks again, Doris. Lakers trail by 13. Shots good by Clarkson.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Curry with a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And it's Hibbert missing.